What's up, my people? I woke up this morning feeling like, just sharing and talking about this ongoing situation going between the two brothers, Peter and Paul Okoye. I want to share three things that I learned from that situation. I want to share it with you guys, and hopefully, some of you guys can, learn one or two with me. Number one, yeah, the number one thing that I want to share with you guys is that business is business. No matter who you are in business with, be it family, be it friends, you have to treat business like it's business. And the reason why I said that is, in the story, Peter said Jude was just their manager. Jude was not the creator, neither was he the originator of P Square. So, in my own opinion, there's no reason why Jude should be receiving 40%, while Peter and Paul, which are the actual P Square Gongo, the Peter and Paul are receiving 35%. That is too much for a manager to receive. I think majority of us will agree that ideally manager takes like 15 to 20%, and 40% is a little bit too much. And giving him 40% as giving him the right, because already if anybody hears he received 40%, you would think that he plays the biggest role in the group called P Square. So I think that has boosted his ego and made him feel that he's really in control of things, where in actuality is not really the one in control of things, if you know what I mean. So if somebody is your manager, it doesn't matter whether they are your brother or they are your sister or whatever it is, do not overcompensate, because when you overcompensate, people tend to feel an inflated sense of importance and ego, just like we have seen in the situation with Jude and his brothers. The number two lesson that I've learned in this whole brouhaha, this whole situation, is that uh, not everything you see on the internet is true. Yes, not everything you see on the internet is true. It's very easy. We live in a generation where it's very easy to create a narrative. You could be in one corner of your room, maybe in Sogotedo, and you are creating a whole narrative that the whole world could run with in order to tarnish somebody's image. And I said that because take Lola, Peter's wife, as an example. There's always been this narrative for years that that woman is such an evil woman. Nobody likes her in the family. She's the reason for the breakup of Peter and Paul. She's this, she's that. Which Peter have not, openly come to the internet to, either deny or agree to. But the whole of internet have run with it. Everybody always sees Lola as the bad wife, and followed with the stigma that she's already older than the husband. So, people are always like, okay, because she's older than him, she must have a very big influence, in running the affairs of Peter and Paul. She's just such a Jezebel that she came in between this, perfect dynamic, and she destroyed the friendship and the brotherhood between, three brothers, and most importantly, the twins, you know, and uh, and that is crazy, in my opinion. So it is always very important as an internet user to understand that some things that you see on the internet could be a narrative to sway the public to a particular side, of the spectrum. So we have to understand that not everything you see on the internet is true, and not every story and not every narrative is true. Do you understand? So that's the second thing that I've learned in this particular brouhaha. So lesson number three for me is a very very a strong one. Uh, I know people may have difference in opinion, but it is what it is for me. Lesson number three is that blood does not mean family. Let me explain. In my opinion, blood does not mean family. You could meet somebody today and they mean way better, like they mean well to you. They mean well. They just want to see you grow. They genuinely mess with you. They love you. They support you. Like they have no envy, no hatred towards you. All they have is genuine love. And this person, you may not know them from a can of paint. You understand? And your own blood brother or your own family may secretly be in competition with you and be envious and have a vitriol. Maybe you used to take maybe you used to get all the attention. Maybe you work harder for whatever reason. So I believe family or blood does not always mean family. Doesn't mean that because this person gave birth to you, this person is your mother, is your father, they mean the best for you. It's not automatic. Do you understand? It's not automatic. There's a very high proclivity or propensity that your father or your mother or your siblings will love you. But it's not guaranteed that your brother, your siblings have your best interest. It's not guaranteed. But if you find one that loves you, that genuinely fucks with you, that like are not in competition with you, then show them the love and respect back. So that will be all for now. I will make a separate video and talk more about the situation. But so far, the videos I've seen, those are the three lessons I've learned. Thank you very much for watching.